this will not be a standard Japan campaign. It's because we are in our achievements hunter run, where I'm gonna just get all of the EU5 achievements before EU4 is even released. And today we got 2 Japanese achievements that I have missing. That's gonna be the cherry picking, just getting a good general out of the daimyo, as a shogun, and I will be starting as a daimyo, so I have to claim the shogunate, as well as the sakokulo, which just requires you to take just isolationist stance in all of the incidents for the Shinto religion. Since that will be out of AFK gaming for that second achievement, I'll be also having a goal of staying in the Japanese islands and creating one big metropolis over there with every single province being developed as hell. Like as much development as you've never seen in Japan. I'm gonna use all of my tall gaming skills to achieve that. So if the better fasten seatbelts, subscribe to this channel, and let's get started. And if you're looking for any cool games for yourself or for your friends as a gift, remember that sponsor of this video and this channel is Annexing, which offers you thousands of keys for games, DLCs, and even subscriptions. So if you're looking for some nice sales that are going on right now, make sure to check the video description as well as a pinned comment. I haven't played Yusugi for years, and it's not really the best daimyo to start with idea-wise, but it is the best starting position just next to Hosokawa. It also has the best ruler, 444, 11 years old. That is actually quite unique. Let's start with choosing rivals. We're looking for nations that rivaled us, have a level 1 fort, and are easy target for show strength war. All these 3 are perfect matches. From the states, it's obviously gonna be power points, and that's it. We might also just take prestige and 1% loans. Nothing else is needed for now. This is land, sound Najd. We'll be working on all of that. Now, let's also make sure to recruit a free company, an advisor for morale, and let's have some fun. Rural general is also not bad. 4 in shock. Don't worry, Mr. Shogun, I'm gonna take you over. And the missions I could take, I don't think so. These are rather useless when you are goddamn daimyo. So let's just focus on getting the show strengths. Should also ally someone strong, just to have an early ally in case of a coalition forming against us. And now, let's see who of these guys that we rival doesn't have allies. All of them have an ally. We're looking for ones with the least amount of allies. Like these guys, for example. Especially that they're gonna go through my lands. And on 11th December, we can declare. Not Sengoku, we're going for the Humyerit rival. Wipe these guys right away. Send 1,000 over here and wipe the rest. There goes our first show strength. Pretty much like no effort. You see, we've lost just 3k troops, mostly to attrition. That's 300 power points. Let's see. We did not lose these guys as rivals, but we will probably soon. Kai should be our next target. Worst part is they have an ally with a free fort, but I guess it's fine because they're not gonna join it. Let's go and take care of them. While fighting this humiliation war, I should start expanding just a little bit. So let me declare on these guys. That's why I took all of my armies except this 1k for the battle. Because there's 2 guys' armies were standing in one place. They're gone now. There we go. Second show of strength. Since I have so much mana anyway, how about we boost our stability up to 1? And just unbelievable, because I'm going for 500 days, 71%. Now that I turned on camera, it's probably gonna go down. Yeah. But yeah, here is the conquest. It's time to finally expand our lands a little bit. And let's ASAP find new rivals to humiliate. Sataka is a perfect hit. Toki is told you level 3 fort. Shiba is not. These guys have no alliances. So let me Don't steal my... You're gonna regret that. Anyway, Mr. Sataka, let's go for another humiliation. Yep, this allows me to take one technology ahead of time. Second technology ahead of time. That's age innovativeness and soon also admin tech. Especially that I'm taking third show of strength. Yes, now we're at 12 innovativeness and I'll be having plenty mana to soon develop Renaissance. Yeah, I kinda have to attack Toki, because the other, like this guy, with this guys I have truce, this guy's allied half with Japan. I'm greedy and I kinda want another humiliate rival. Yamana would help me if he had favors. How about I build it? So why these favors would be increasing? Let me just declare on these guys. And try piecing them out one by one. By simply wiping their army and blockading a port. There it goes. Show strength number 4. You just make sure to reduce autonomy. So force them is a bit higher. Then also, yes, his land is fine. This is gonna be fixed. Can we establish new rivals? Not yet. So truce with these guys. I have actually truce with all of the 3 rivals. One of them has to die. Peace out Toki now. Which will unlock me some new casus bellis around here. Let me also focus on admin. And develop institution in Musashi, because the merchant guilds are now loyal. I want to purely spend middle and diplo points on the deving, if possible. Yeah, one more click from admin, because we want to unlock the ideas soon. So let's go ahead and embrace that institution. You see this is coming soon. Hopefully I'll be able to do at least one more, or maybe 2 show strengths. Let's see what happens now over the month tick. Yeah, I've lost all 3, but I'm keeping the casus belli until the end of the month. So I should be able to attack these guys. If I call in Yamana, Hosokawa will also join. Call in these guys for humiliate rival. Let's do humiliate number 5. That was the best part. Hosokawa lost alliance with Katakamayana. So now that I waited, now I can call in Yamana to help us out, and these guys will not join. This technology is also ahead of time. That's 16 innovativeness already. And I want to play tall. I told you that, right? So we're gonna start, I think, with infrastructure ideas. Yes, I'll start with infrastructure ideas. Funnily enough, Hosokawa disappeared in the meantime. Killed by OG. Number 5 shows strength. And look, I can have 2 rivals now. Hatakamayama again. And Imagawa, actually, in truce with Imagawa, is ending this year. Sorry, Mr. Imagawa, I don't need to expand yet. Keep focusing on show strength. That's actually a good war because the allied Shiba, I had like 10 more years of truce with them, so I can shorten that by at least 4 years. Just 6 show strengths, guys. I think it's not that much. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh no! I declared on the wrong CB. I guess I have to conquer them well. At one point I had to start conquering stuff. That's actually unfortunate. It will be 6 show strength. But I'm sure I can do more. Like expanding into Oda. Which is having actually a big coalition. Why they're not declaring yet? And we're already up to date with all the technologies. How are we looking on the technologies map mode? Yeah, even Korea is behind. But yeah, now my crown land is really decent. But I would actually keep low amount of privileges for a bit longer. Just so I can get a crazy amount of it and then use it for like stuff like sell titles. Anyway, OG is now an eligible rival. I assume once I attack them, the coalition will also strike. But to make sure that we kill their armies and carpets each ASAP. For tier 2, How about we just take a bit of tax meta? Yeah, there it is, the coalition tact. So I think I should be, yeah, free to peace out. Just wait a few days. Here goes my show strand number 6. If institutions spread, I can also embrace my golden era. Let's just also follow this up with stating some stuff. Getting another idea. Expand the Kokka doesn't really mean anything. I think we're at the point where we just expand. So when attacking Tokugawa, I'm also gonna call Ando as a co-belligerent. Well, the first incident is here. Remember, we have to go full isolationism. I'm just gonna go a stupid way. In every single event, I'm gonna be choosing the isolationist outcome, no matter what bonuses it's gonna give me. I'm not gonna even try thinking about calculating any Shinto stuff. And Ouchi is back to its original form. Truce with Shiba ended. So I'm gonna also expand them, as well as Amago. It's all in at this point. With 6 show strengths, all my goals are fulfilled. I definitely should start building more galleys, as I've lost some along the way. Taking Diplotech up to time. It's innovativeness. Even for Miltech, 30 innovativeness. Maybe I'll get it for the admin tech as well. Look now at these borders. It was very important that Amago joined, because I now have war goal on Hosokawa, otherwise I'll be blocked just to wait for the truce of Hakatamayama to end. Should take ages. That was Kremland, 33. It's not increasing anymore much. It's time to bring actual privileges for each. So, rich diplomats, high loyalty, let's take some manpower, supremacy. Merchant guilds, I'm just gonna take the tax thingy. Yeah, since I've hit 150 developments, also the standard mercs unlocked. Let's make sure to decrease autonomy wherever it is possible, and it's possible in a lot of provinces. Rebels are incoming anyway, but we need to scale. Well, but this stack can handle rebels, I hope. This stack can handle Hosokawa. Unless I can rival them, no, not anymore. So, you know, maybe that's not the fastest Japanification you've ever seen, but it's in style. 6 show strengths. Let's calculate. 6 show strengths, almost 2000 mana. That is also plenty of money from this kind of wars. Enough to repay almost all of our debt. And just keep the 1% loans. The loan size increase as well. Do I get a war goal on Shoni? I do, and that's also Hatakamayama that will join. I mean, our truce with this guy ends in 4 years, so it's not worth to attack ahead of that. Yeah. Let's wait, there's no rush. Yes, the first isolation is done. Is it actually counting in the achievement? I think so. Either way, some rebels are loading, well, it's fine. Let me declare on... Well, yes, we'll go all in and eat all of these guys, including Saw. With this peace deal, just have to separate peace Saw. But with this peace deal, guys, Japan will be only left, besides us, with Ouchi as well as Ashikaga. It's time to take over shogunate, because we want to be shogunate for this a while to get the mission. I don't want to rush this war because it's -3 stability, so I prefer just to core the provinces first. Also, hitting the points cap. So how about we develop just a little bit, because I'd like to get the merchant guilds loyal, but just a little bit of deving to not hit the points cap. This province doesn't have that much of... Oh, it's so close to her prosperity though. Well, how about we develop our capital a few times then? And wait for the others. Oh! Ashikaga just annexed the last daimyo. So I probably have to do Uno reverse on Ashikaga. I guess let's do that. I can just become a kingdom thanks to this. They developed a great power number 7. That's surprising. Our own naval doctrine, more of navies and heavy ship compatibility, sound pretty good. I will take these 2 technologies ahead of time, as long term it's gonna be worth it, in exchange for innovativeness. And you see, I don't even have enough war score to fully annex them. And I don't have adequate mana to core these provinces. But I don't care. We are shogunate now. That's what I wanted. I have these nice buttons now as well. Let's click it. It's some mana for us. This I'll not click because screw that autonomy. And this is 3 mana. Let's see. Do you have a general conscript? No, but I will have to do it a bit different way. So for now, so this is nice. I could form Japan, but I have to abolish the shogunate reform. So for now, we're not forming Japan. Let's just start coring the provinces first. Let's also win political supremacy, which is prestige converted into mana. Yes, please. And decreasing manually autonomy wherever possible. I think my average is, yeah, exactly 50. Look, with this prosperity coming, and merchant is loyal, and state edict, I think Echu is fairly cheap. Let me have to 15 with my meal and diplo points. Especially Echigo, which will turn a gold money later. What, Koreans don't even longer value rival for us? Maybe we should humiliate them, but oh guys, this is tempting. Because for the achievement, the conscript general will have to go for the Georgian tribes, but it doesn't mean I have to go after Korea. I could just go humiliation on them. Once I hand the rebels. Yes, humiliation number 7. Let's see if 10,000 samurais plus 3 company can handle 25,000 Koreans. I think they should with the tech advantage. Let's see how this kind of battle will look like. We have 1 more morale. And the samurais are doing their job, but they've lost more troops than them. It's tiny bit more, but more. Oh, since I siege down capital of Korea, I can take the Tripitaka Koreana, which is institution spread, monthly splendor, and harmonization speed for capital, 200 mil points. How about we bring it to Kyoto? There it is. Show strength number 7. I should be also diving just to get rid of devastation because we have plenty of this. You know, tiny bit here, tiny bit there. Prosperity must prevail. There's no need to sit with this goddamn devastation. Now, the map of Japan looks much better. I'll just follow this up with some buildings, which I don't have unlocked yet, but the attacks buildings for sure. Since I want to get over here to Manchu, let me make sure to take care of Aino. Now Japan is truly united. It broke our emplacement, but I guess it is fine. Tier 3, let's embrace the tax meta. And get this, let's see, because now I'm earning 13 ducats from tax. Let's see how much we can get. Almost 17 ducats a month from tax. There goes the last infrastructure idea. Bit behind in this, well, it's fine. I'm gonna make it pretty cheap. You see this already down to 23% average autonomy. It's fixing really quickly with our amount of crown. We are slowly heading towards 100 units. That's another 4. On Japanese culture, very nice. Also the new ruler. Oh yeah, let's get rid of that area in the meantime. Taking nasty peace deal with Jiangsu, but that's with the goal of releasing a subject here. That is Jurchen. Is none. Let's do Haishi, I think. Haishi is like... Yes, judging. How about the other guys? Nanai? Nanai is also Georgian and stronger. Let's release Nanai and let's feed them with the rest of the provinces. Now, Nanai is a daimyo and I can check their mission tree because there's a mission called... Actually, I misread how this could be done, because the mission that I was looking for the general is if I didn't have the domination DLC. But I have the domination DLC, so that's useless. I guess we'll go the different path. Or it doesn't hurt to have a big Manchuria subject here. In the meantime, let's unlock the second idea group. And anything tall together with infrastructure we could take. Not really, maybe trade, if I really wanted to play truly tall within our borders. But since I want to the conscript general thingy, we'll have probably to go after Ayufaya. And that province loss caucus is gonna be crucial. With Ashikaga annexed, my borders are much better and I definitely have to get rid of that heir to find someone better. That's also a mission, Unite Japan. That gives me a claim on Ryukyu, which is probably a tributary state of Ming. With Hokkaido being converted, I'm getting pacified in north. Just claims on Sakhalin. Yeah, that we don't fully own yet. Yeah, that requires me to have a colonist. You'll never guess, guys, but yeah, it's time for yet another humiliate rival. You are counting this right, guys. This is show strength number 8. It also means plenty of them thing with all will points. Should be living up to 15. Look, for a 15 of cost. Or at least as much as we have available. That should be also a big help in boosting our crownland. Sets is actually a good one. It's even cheaper with the trade center improved. I should leave the rest of the state for when I'm getting the trade center on level 3. I will be doing that a lot later on. But yeah, the crown is already 56 and I could seize land. These guys look at this sale. That's seize land. It's up to 60 now. And what problems with autonomy? Look, it's already an average 11%. Colonialism is another institution I'll not get myself. Got some moral armies from Diplo. So, how about we develop it in Suo? It's a good trade good. It kind of hurts to develop without Diplo points. A silk. Setsu sounds better as just Chinaware. Let's see, everyone loyal? No, merchant guilds are not loyal. We'll get them loyal and then develop with admin and mill points. Because now, if we go to Setsu, let's take a look. I will start with expanding infrastructure because I have reduced cost of infrastructure ideas. So the graph cost is just down to 14. I think I should also get a bonus from the temple. Let's take a look at an example of Aki. I don't have that privilege taken for Kanushi yet. Development of the temples. Let's take it. And let's get a temple in Setsu. Tier 4 guarantee form. I most likely go for... Yes, the boost for the temples. Now, with this temple done, you see it's 11 cost for deving with 15 development. So we can go ahead and maximize the gains from this province. Since it hit 25, I'll be also able to get the trade center. How about we do this already? By taking the 1% loans. It will not impact this province itself dev-wise, but the whole state. Actually, it impacted this province as well. So you see that institution is developed very easily, and I still have plenty of admin and mill points. It is not yet enough, but Kyoto is highly developed and it's gonna spread here quickly. This institution costs just 1.2 thousand. Let's just take these phylums. It's fine, I will repay them quickly. Embrace it, take these technologies ahead of time, and of course I'm still waiting to finish the deploy ideas. Ming, would you like to buy an institution? Yeah, we're rivals, so not really. Okay, it's time to go for, maybe not even this war, but start preparing for the conscript general achievement, because that's not gonna happen from these guys. We will have to do it in a bit forced way. So, I'm gonna also be Ayufaya. I think my army quality should be enough, I hope. Because I'm bringing 25,000 troops here. But it is all samurais. They're tech 6. I'm tech 9, oh yeah, I think I should be enough. The war score cost is also insane, even with deployed it's 195%, that's why we'll need 2 wars to handle that. But just to be sure, I'm just gonna bring another stack here. Let's do this, guys. Where are you running away? Where and why are you running away? Can I try wiping them? Like just getting twice the amount of troops? No, but close. Finishing deploy ideas is potential diplomatic reputation, but I wasn't choosing these ideas for the policies. There we go, releasing the only 2 nations I can release, plus taking all of these lands. So now for the next war, their cost is down to 105. Someone needs to attack them and destroy now that I made them so much weaker. For third idea group, I will be picking economic. I'm going full toll on just Japanese provinces. I'm going through the Wokupians incident, and again, I'm taking the isolationist bonuses. This one takes stability, but it's fine. Oh yeah, you see, at another isolationist level. Right now having the closed doors, which is the ideal for us. And I'm gonna keep it, the most isolationist one, because it's giving the development cost. So 2 incidents done, I have to do 5 more. Age of Reformation, I don't think I have much. I don't have anything. What do I need to unify culture? Is it just Ryukyu? Yeah, we should go for Ryukyu. Convert provinces. I have nothing to convert, unless I convert stuff that I conquered. And then enforced region, I can't enforce region on daimyos, so that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, how about I just go and state this process simply to convert them? I could take tier 5, but I will first change the regional councils, since the tax modifier is no longer active. How about we change it to reform progress growth, so it's growing 1.5 months. So anyway, for tier 5, we can take Ashikaga regiments, which is infantry costs, or the early Bushido code, which is the samurai force limit. How about we take this? Now we have a limit of 21. Here goes my second word port. So now the dev cost in this state is pretty cheap, but I'm still waiting for the merchant guilds to get loyal. Unfortunately, it looks like I cannot take 1 province from my fire. What's its cost? Yeah, I'm missing a few percent. But I'm hoping that if I leave them with 1 province accessible by 2 different countries, then one of these 2 countries is gonna kill them. I'm having a bit of doubt it's gonna happen. Oh. A bit over the gov capacity because of this as well. I'm in the doubt it's gonna happen. But that's why I was building expansion on Pegu. So I could potentially get these guys in the war. Lanshan would also join. That might be the easiest and fastest way of achieving that in a way. So I'm not even gonna core these provinces. Or really a coalition. That should also help with the coalition. Ming. Yeah, let's declare. So gonna take that province from Ayufaya in the war. Now with Ayufaya fully annexed. Yeah, Ming will be able to join the coalition, which is actually not that bad news. But yeah, most importantly, do you go ahead and release them as a subject. I took over their tributaries, it seems, as well. Well, how about you give me mill point and you give me manpower. Now for the fire itself, I will start checking my marriage. I think they need 150 over here. So let's take a look at their mission tree. They need 30 development capital, and then they need 150, me to have 150 opinion of them. Totally doable. Their capital is 26. Let's look as they click that mission. There it goes. Now we need just tiny bit more of relations. They are improving themselves. A helping hand. There it goes. Let's take a look. They just clicked that mission, which means if we go here and conscript the general, he should be 3 stars. So if you pass a day, let's go! Okay, now I sit on my ass in Japan and develop until the 7th incident. Silver fund in Iwami. Let's see, Iwami should be around here. Yeah, there it is. So before I get more production there, how about we go on dev? So at least I'll be able to click it one more time before it auto clicks. I don't think so. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, just click it. But the 11 production now in Iwami, which is 9 ducats a month, should be a big help. And I'm waiting for a golden Ashikaga now. Ah, and if the achievement claimed, I can go and click Unite Japan. Yes, please upgrade my ideas. So now I have discipline, stab cost, manpower, samurai limit, unrest, tech cost, ship durability, prestige, yes, settlers increase, AE impact, and infantry combat ability. I think I'll keep our color. I can switch my tier 1 guarantee form. Just let's play with income from vassals. And we have unlocked the actual Japanese mission tree. So Eldo Jedi gives me, ooh, right, death cost for 15 years. Looks like Ming is dying. That sounds like a perfect moment for unusual strength. I swear to you, there's like 4th era of destroy that I'm inheriting. There goes the last eco idea. This Goose Plus modifier, development for building manufacturers, and of course that infantry combat ability, and the tax meta policy. And here it goes, show strength number 9. Finally got air!
Impossible.
Yeah. From tier 7 guarantee form, I think I'm gonna take even more of reform progress. We could also just get rid of nobility. It's not like I'm using them. I could get more death cost from the parliament. The modifiers to the provinces. Let's do the parliament Japan. The first debate I will go for is development cost for 10 years. Let me also sell titles to get this mission, which are boosting the stability. No stab cost on monarch's death. Then 5 regent houses. This gives me reform progress and full crown land. So now my reform progress is growing 183 a month. To get this, I need to get rid of the loans. Anyway, let's move to deving. A bit of admin mana shared. Can start doing it actually efficiently, which means deving for 5, which is the minimal cost at this technology. It's 20, it's still 7. I'll just dev it to 25 for now. Here's a bit more expensive, still 8, because it's goddamn forest. Here it is also 5. This is so cheap, let's dev it to 25. Where else? This state. This is 39. Let's dev this to 15. Expand infrastructure. Went to 20. expensive ones, expand infrastructure into 20. Get the state edit here. Expand infrastructure down to 6. Expand infrastructure. Expand infrastructure here definitely deploys the focus. Because this is gonna be a gold mine. I think so. I might be wrong. It might be Echizen, but I think it's Echigo. Where else would like to develop? Ovari for sure. I don't have enough mana to expand infrastructure anymore. So let me just focus on deving on these provinces that already have expanded infrastructure to 30. There's a bit developed lands. Look at the development in the country. It is beautiful, isn't it? We have 700 development in just Japan. I think I'm not rushing this dev cost. As for now, I have the development cost from this for the next 20 years. Yeah, I could actually stack this too. So how about we build a bit more of workshops as a follow-up? There goes radical reforms. Since I have trade efficiency and inflation advisors, that's 100 power points. Just keep taking loans whenever it is needed. And I can have a tiny bit more. I can create another level 3 trade center. How about we do it here? Especially that I'm already prepared with development. Just take loans, improve it. 5. Expand infrastructure. We are a tiny bit tall here in Japan, guys. Like, why I can't stop deving? Just can't stop deving. Another expand infrastructure, another development up to 20. Here you sound like a province that would like to be developed a little bit. Yeah, I think it's actually fine to use that dev cost that I'm having now for the current push. I use that another 10% dev cost I will lock later for the next dev push. But yeah, this is right now up to 761. And I am 150 over the gov capacity because of all of this expanded infrastructure. So we might need to follow up with some card houses. I can also just follow up with this. You know what? Screw it. With so much mana saved. Sell titles to get this guy's loyal. Let's get the development cost from here. Let's just simply switch all the statistics to dev cost, as we'll be deving from the micro builder. Now take a look. Sweet, isn't it? Tsushima. And it's gonna be the same process. Deving up to 15. Expand infrastructure, deving up to 20. Sagami? Oh, hello there, you only have 10 development. Expand infrastructure. Who's next? Hitachi, oh yes, a perfect province to develop. Expand infrastructure. Up to 20. Oh, yeah, sure, even the Kurials. Why not? You seem like a perfect province to develop. No, don't exploit development. And expand. Who's next? Oh, you already have 20 development. How about Seruga? You know, so soon when I get the right technologies, I forgot to expand. Soon when I get the right technologies, I'll be also making sure I have both a manufactory and soldiers' household built in a province, because that's what having expand infrastructure also helps with, not only some minor modifiers, as well as the dev cost, which we are leveraging a little bit. I'm out of admin mana, so now I'm just deving up to 15 to get ready for expand infrastructure later. Yeah, we are done. It's not that nicely visible from here because I have so many high development provinces, but we are up to 880 for dev. It's in the mid decision right now, but with the loans repaid, I'm getting gold in Echigo. And for this, I need to save 3,000 ducats. It's pretty good because construction cost. But yeah, you see I'm earning 23 ducats from gold right now. TSN country form? Well, I can get dev calls in the primal culture, which is a support for our government. Here goes the construction cost. To get the next one, we need 5 manufactories. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just build as many of them as we can afford. Now goes the third incident. European traders. Just go for the isolationist option as usual. Now this manufacture is done. It has to be grain manufacturers. Reading skill issues, guys. Well, yeah, if this manufacture is done, the income keeps increasing. I've lost gold mine in Ashikaga. It depleted. We should develop another institution. And the last one, we just need to get the merchant guilds loyal first. So let me sell titles again. Could cancel one of this. Oh yeah, let's keep all of them. And develop institution here in Mikawa. Because you see the cost is 12. I think it might even decrease over the month tick. Yes, down to 7. Let's have some fun deving. Out of RV mana for sure, because we are ahead. There it is. This is up to 40 development now. The institution, it's not enough, but this is gonna spread really fast with the amount of development I have around. And about that, I should be having the other provinces around here as well, like this one for example. With expanding infrastructure, again doing an up to 20, that's like a few more years of a push before the 15% dev cost bonus runs down. With that push, just like look at this again, we are getting up to 20 ever. This is the color of 20. Here I can also expand infrastructure, and here, and here. I guess my gov capacity doesn't like it. That's fine. I already have actually cart houses everywhere where it costs something, and I started building state houses. And the development, we've hit over 1,000 of it just in like what 48 provinces. With Bushido we're getting the branching missions. We can choose between Bugei Hayuhapen, which is military tactics, or a new naval academy, which is the naval bonus. Well, let's just go for the military bonuses. With this state house is finished, I'm still above the gov capacity, but look. This is because my whole goddamn country is having expanded infrastructure except just a few provinces. And by the time that 15% dev cost finished, I've got every single province in Japan. It's 1556. Every single province in Japan, this development, at least up to 20 developments. So we already have 1100 dev. What I also do is to add every single province to the seat of the parliament, because it gives 10% production, 15% tax, and 10% manpower. So now just from the Japanese lands, I'm having 180 of income, 171,000 of maximum power, and 120 of force limit. That's also good to embrace institution. But since I don't have money, I def everything. Let's just let it spread. There goes another isolationist incident, which means only 3 of them left. Yes, that also unlocks me the mission non-ban trade, which since we are isolationist, we're gonna get another 5% dev cost and possible number of manufacturers in the whole country. That is so lovely, because with expanded infrastructure, I will be able to have 3 manufacturers in every province. So like a manufactory, soldier's household, and a state house, and then something from this two, which I don't really need. Although impressment officers is 1 manpower in Aki. That's pretty good. It is linked to that last eco idea, because obviously normal manufacturers are 1 production. Let's also take a look at our monuments, because I've got the event for minus 25 cost. So Himeji Castle at max level gives me yearly prestige, spy network detection. The Mount Fuji gives me yearly prestige, and area gets some tax. Yeah, Musashi gives me war taxes cost, general cost, and prestige from land battles. And then Kyoto, we can improve stats of our ruler. Plus all these states lie at equilibrium. That one is actually useful to just always have the dev cost from the merchant guilds. I'm gonna start building the imperial city of Kyoto and improving that with my manpower, because what else I have to spend it on. Oh, that's also a center of trade in Kyoto. Very nice, I'm gonna get it on level 2. Anyway, the cost is down to just 1.4 thousand, so let's embrace it. So I'll no longer be behind in the technologies. I'm getting this imperial city of Kyoto to max level already, to improve my ruler stats by 1. And this is because now I'm having 665 ruler that is 28 years old. Insane mana generation with improved advisors. 13, 13, 15 a month. Power projection is an issue. At least I've got an Asian trade, but yeah, I should attack Ryukyu. Oh yeah, let's unite the culture. Still I didn't unite culture, maybe it needs a month tick. I'm sure I did. Yeah, at least I've got 2 bonuses. I would have to expand to get more, which I don't plan to do. Let me take admin tech a bit ahead of time, which allows me to unlock trade ideas. Don't even to have more merchants. I don't need a single more merchant, but simply for the trade bonuses and good policies. We're playing though after all. You'll not believe it. I desinherited my heir. 2 months after that, my ruler died without an heir, and I got randomly a 644 ruler. He's not as good as 665 I had before, thanks to the Kyoto monument, but it's still like, it's impressive I got that good. Tier 8 guarantee form is yet another development cost. And you know what? This time I'm not gonna take the dev cost, I don't even see it, but I would probably get it with a few restarts. Let's take the reform progress growth and flat reform progress. So now this is the increasing 1.77 every month. I should also do the expanded Gokaido, which requires a lot of deving and buildings. I'm sure deving is done for each of them, so let me sure that each of these provinces has 3 buildings. Now, that expanded Gokaido is giving me making my ruler a great engineer, and it's giving me tier 8 guarantee form, which gives me good spruce modifier under development cost and province strength power modifier for the whole Japan region. And it's instead of the dev cost that I already had here, right? It's the same amount of dev cost just for the Japanese region, but that good spruce modifier is really nice, which makes my income already 205. Separate the secret fields, which is building the manufacturers and grain, is production efficiency for 20 years. And deving value mana will give me more crown and bonus, but it's not like I need more. And actually, kinda do. I want to get it to 100. So let me dev admin, but only like not the best trade goods like fish or grain or naval supplies. Yeah, that's increasing fast because with 100 of Crownlands, this is increasing now 2 a month. I think we also got construction costs because this is right now 255 to build a goddamn manufactory. So we'll be having them everywhere in a second. And it's also construction time. Enforce Senkoku, no. Just look. Let's take a look at this too. Construction cost is minus 43%. Construction time is minus 100. Oh, because he's a great engineer. Look. I'm having aliens. Ritual aliens getting buildings done in the country now. Another challenge is to get 2 manufacturers, but it's passe, or have base production of 6 in every single province in Japan region. So right now it's 1, 2, 3 provinces not filling that criteria. 2, 1. All of them right now fill the criteria. So since oh yeah, I'm not gonna get isolationism 2, but it's minus 1 interest per annum and monthly 2 of admin mana. So I'm getting 15 of it a month right now. Now I need to have 1,000 of income. That will be much harder without expanding outside of Japan. In tier 9 guarantee form, I'm gonna take the reduced parliament bribe cost. Look, soldiers' houses unlocked. I can build it in pretty much whole country. If I can't build it somewhere, it's because just other building times are taking a slot, not because I can't build and manufacture it. That was the last trade idea. You see, it's another merchant that I don't need. I just send them somewhere. What it gives me as well is better policies. Like this one for the goods price modifier. What's my tax income? It's still pretty useful. I think I'm fine just getting 1 mana per month for it. I want just to show you nice income. 300 already. There it goes, since we've hit 350... 330? Wait, base tax at least 350. But I'm having 338. Maybe something else is also impacting that. But that mission is uber strong. Because let's say I want to develop a bad trade good to 30. Like for example grain. Right, it is 30 already. Like for example this one. Dev cost here is active, dev cost here is active. And you see 1 click of admin mana. Costs a lot because it's highly developed. But look. 7, 9, 11. Up to 30 development with 3 clicks. This is uber strong. With just 300 mana spent, you see this already up to 378 of base tax. Also, in case you're wondering, I'm claiming 400,000 maximum power with a firearms restrictions event with just Japanese provinces. We are also seeing Europe. Austria is expanding a bit more than normally. With Great Britain still in France. And we've got English Channel having insane value of 98. This is pretty rare. Ahead of the global trade, because I thought my 61 in Nippon is pretty good. In case if you're wondering, this is the manpower map mode. Japan might be a bit different than the rest of the world. Same for the development. Tier 10 guarantee farm is surely GAF capacity, which is just fixed. Since Absolutism is coming, I really don't care about it, but we could change a few guarantee forms just to stack it. Development the primary card is pretty useful. But minus 20, you know what? No, I don't care. I'm not gonna switch a single reform just for absolutism. Again, global trade is gonna spread very quickly in our country, starting with level 3 trade centers, but also everything around will also spread quickly with this development. Oh no! A tsunami, guys. How about... I think 1 death click? Okay, like 3 death clicks in each are gonna fix that. I can afford it, but yeah, it hurts. At least 2 death clicks in this case. It does hurt a lot. Just long term, since I have building slots, let me build some forts for the future. And also to gain army tradition a bit faster. Half the country having the institution. Good enough. Again, I don't want to start losing innovativeness. Like these 2 technologies, which means we unlocked universities. Which is another milestone in our dev cost. Another milestone, not a single province in Japan has less than 30 development. Which means we've hit 1545 dev. Yet another area group. It has to be military for some missions, and let me go for quality. See here, we just need a 3-star general, just, and an army reformer. Then for here, we need more army tradition, and that idea group finished. Anyway, the last guard reform is gonna be... I don't need max absolutism. Let's go for 3... policy. It's time to get some GAF capacity. It's 1500. If I click this. See, it's how cheap thanks to the reform here. It's up to 1740, and I'm gonna get it even slightly more, and then I'm gonna actually switch some reforms to get more absolutes. It's already, as you see, mine at max of 70. Now with max professionalism, my leader only costs 11 per each, but I need more army tradition. Well, It's time for actual war. So I'll try landing in Korea to find them out and see how much you can get from just doing battles. I'm lazy, so I'm gonna just play with 2 front rows of infantry and full back of artillery. All the front row are the regiments of samurais. Can actually take most of them in one go. Oh, hello there, Korea. Let's declare for the conquest of Jinju. But I anyway don't plan to do much. I might want to do a second stack. I mean some reinforcement stacks. Let's see how 90k will be doing. I'm not sure what's their army quality. I think it's trash compared to ours. Let's just do whatever we have now. I'm actually not sure. Let's just prepare our infantry as reinforcements in case they need it. But let's see that battle. Let's see the army quality. So we have much more discipline, we have a bit more morale, and our infantry is surely also much better. Yeah, we do double the losses with less rolls on fire. On shock. What are these rolls? What are these rolls? Let's just do one more reinforcement there. But it's also not that good that we have much better army quality. Because it also means we'll not get that much of... I'm not sure we need that. Not that much of army tradition. But this seems to be a big losses battle, so I love it. Yeah, that should be enough. And that's 3 armor tradition, really. I finally got a 3-star general. Thanks to which I can take this, which is reinforced speed army tradition from battles. I need a bit more army tradition and military tactics. Now we're just lacking 3.5 army tradition. And with 71 army tradition I can take the trained samurai, which is giving 10 fire damage to the samurais. So what they have now? They have now discipline, land fire damage and morale damage received. And I can also take proliferation of the firearms. I actually don't know which one I took. Promise to Japanese region copper iron would gain 1 goods produced. Or fire damage received. Or artillery fire. We might have the artillery fire, but let's also take here. Yeah, I think so. Which doesn't really matter. Can we take any of this? Yes, absolutely we can. Both of them. So we need to develop Sagami a little bit. One death click. Which is constructing up in building with grant 0.1 army professionalists. We have max army professionalists on all of the buildings done. Now for this I need a tiny bit more of absolutism. So from Korea I don't really need anything from you guys. Just... how about become my tributary and give me money, and they will be giving me 12 mil points a month. Now that absolutism being done, I'm getting a new tier 10 guarantee form, max effect of absolutism and max absolutism. What I have on tier 10 now, gov capacity, which I actually don't need anymore. Was cancelled for some reason. So I'm at 85 of maximum absolutism. Perfect timing. This is the last incident that I have to go through. Christianity. And obviously we're going towards the isolationist outcome. And I'm saying it's the perfect timing because you'll see that only these 3 provinces don't have 40 development. Another source of cheaper deving is Tech 23 because it's development cost modifier, which is impacting the base cost of deving. So if you go back to one of these provinces, you see that the base cost is 50, but then I got minus 20 development cost modifier, which is reducing the base cost to 40. And then all of these other modifiers are applied, including plus 192 development cost increase for just this province having 40. So if you take a look, You see that the cheapest province I can dev is for 40 per dev click. Why they have 30 free development? And leaving that gold mine as the last one to develop, because it might deplete. But you see, it's saying it's just 1% chance of the mine depleting each year. There it is, Christianity defeated, which gives me new missions, but most importantly, the achievement. Now let's take a look. What kind of new missions? Is it the new Buddha? I think so, yeah. I just have to boost my stability first. I'm curious how much of general cost we're gonna have with this taken. I took it for the dev cost. Now I can recruit generals for just 5 mil mana per click. Oh yeah, let's take a look. With this boosted, I'm gonna get the Christianity defeated option, so the third one, which is gonna give us Shinto warriors with additional missionary, morale of armies 15%, cost of forensic religion through war 50%, and manpower in the True Faith provinces. And then the balance of power requires me to have 100 Absolutism, 90 prestige. This is double, especially if I switch the advisor for the prestige one. And so is 90 Absolutism, or was it 100? 90 is also possible. Was it 100? 100 is possible. I just need to... I can actually cancel this. And if I cancel none of this, their influence is gonna drop. I'm gonna lose... it doesn't matter. Some of the dev cost, 2.5% doesn't matter. But see, it's 98%. And with max legitimacy, it's gonna be 100. Here's how the AIs are playing around the war in the world. Russia is a bit small, Ottoman's huge. Persia conquering India. We've got huge Bukhara. She here, Malacca over here. Europe is messy, especially with that Austrian Empire. And New World is split between Portugal, Great Britain, and Spain. With that prestige at 90, can go ahead and take automation, except we've lost a tiny bit of legitimacy. Let's take it, and it is abandoning our useless tier 1 guarantee form, and also abolished the Supreme Shogunate. I could also take Divine Empire, but yeah, the Supreme Shogunate gives me transfer subject, peace treaty, admin efficiency, monarch military skill, and samurai force limit. Does it give me any battles? Actually not. And we are the shogunate right now. That's unfortunate that the game didn't give us anything new. Samurai force limit increased. So yeah, let's dev 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we end the campaign with 2000 development in 49 provinces. That's over 40 of average development. 600,000 maximum power, 300 force limit, 600 of income. And just take a look at this 60 sizes. This is a true metropolis of Japan. But hey guys, if you did enjoy this, a bit different type of the campaign that is also extremely stall, let me know by liking this video and subscribe to the channel to get notified about the next achievements, because we just hit 310 achievements, so it means only have 63 of them to go.